providing him with a different objective than just feeding himself. The image engraved in his mind was a face he couldn't name nor address, nor even recognize. However, all his impulses were focused on that powerful magnet. Sheltered by the night and the prehispanic ruins, the automaton slipped away down a side street and abandoned the site of the massacre. Attention, General Marcelino García Barragán, Secretary of State for Defense, dossier classified. It was near 11 o'clock at night, and the situation in the Plaza of the Three Cultures seemed under control. Nonetheless, sporadic gunfire could be heard near the Chihuahua building. As you were previously notified, several people, including some members of the international press, were still detained beside the church of Santiago Tlatelolco, waiting for the suitable moment for their release. They were kept against the wall and with their hands behind their heads to keep them from looking at what was happening around them. In the area of the archaeological ruins lay the bodies of 13 students who had not yet been removed by the cleaning crews. They were guarded by a group of soldiers commanded by Jesus Bautista González, member of the 4th Infantry Battalion. And then the unfathomable occurred. In Bautista's word, it all happened like a film in slow motion. To the soldiers' disbelief, the students, who were taken for dead, began to rise, bleeding from the mouth and baring their teeth with the obvious intention to attack us. The army component reacted and gunned down the aggressors. However, a soldier was bitten on the arm. He was treated right there and then, and he carried on with his work, since the wound wasn't too bad. After the incident, for precaution, Bautista took it upon himself to finish off each of the attackers with a shot to the head. They all stank as if they had been dead for hours, he explained, but that couldn't be the case. I felt we were confused and exhausted, so I took out a pack of cigarettes and we all started smoking. Minutes later, when the cleaning crew eventually came through to collect the bodies to transfer them to the coroner's office, another anomaly was detected. I counted the bodies on the stretchers, and there were 12, Bautista said. It should be noted that his statement was taken in the premises of the Central Military Hospital, where he was being treated for post-traumatic shock. He was suffering from severe shakes, his skin was pallid, and he stared blankly at nothing in particular with his pupils dilated. Then he added, I swear on my mother's life that before the attack there were 13 bodies, and if one of them could get back up and again escape, that can only mean one thing. On the city street, there is a fucking undead on the loose.
So the elements of horror in Escuenca's tale reappear throughout the collection. The stories of Karen Chasek and Gabriela Damian draw upon the tradition which goes back to the Gothic tales of the early 19th century, the influences of Poe and of course of Rufo.